What we're really looking for is an ambassador, and you'd like somebody who can really represent South Africa well and do our industry proud.
My name is Colin Lansky. When I left the Royal Navy, I started in insurance, and then I went and did my NQFs from 4 to 6 through UNISA.
My name is Kedi Maponyane. I did a 3-year course, a BCom degree in risk management and economics. I'm currently doing my commercial course with Mopark.
I'm Reese Aaron. I would describe my personality as someone that's very competitive. I also always try and put the best into whatever I do.
Hi, my name is Mitesh Laka. Started off doing a BCom at Wits University. I then enjoyed insurance the most, and I'm currently a master's student at Wits Business School.
Hello, my name is Jake Pinnacini. I attended the University of the Western Cape, where I completed my LLB. I realized how I could apply it to the insurance industry and then consciously made the decision.
My name is Ditebogo Mokhalaboni. I was working in a non-profit organization in education, and I met a lady who introduced me to insurance, and as they say, the rest is history.
My name's Kishan Van Mali. I don't know if insurance chose me or if I chose insurance. Having studied risk management, I thought it would be a good opportunity when it did present itself.
My name is Jillian Rally. In terms of my competition, I probably shouldn't say this, but I think they're all pretty awesome people. I'm worried about Joburg. Joburg's my competition. That's who I'm here to win against.
Hi, I'm Simon Colman, and I'm the head judge on the Insurance Apprentice, and I work for SHA Specialist Underwriters.
Terence Williams, the CEO of Aon in South Africa. We're part of a leading global organization that's very focused on uniting our colleagues, uniting our clients across a single brand, across a single value proposition. And part of the Insurance Apprentice is actually fulfilling some of that journey.
My name, Kedi Maponyane. I head up African Independent Brokers, an organization that's based in Selcott in Springs. We've been in business for over 25 years, primarily focusing on advising our clients around personal lines, short-term insurance.
The reinstatement card is really based on the concept of immunity. So we've said, well, if somebody does get fired, is there a way that they can sort of resurrect themselves or stop themselves from leaving the show? There's only one. As the judges, we don't know who's got it, and none of the contestants, other than the person who has it, really knows who has the advantage of it either.
The task today is very focused on thinking about clients. It's thinking about the fact that as an industry, we want to be more focused on client solutions and less focused on product lines. Ladies and gents, congratulations. I understand from 200 applications, you are the magnificent 8. So today, what we tried to elaborate on was thinking about, collective outcomes for our clients. We're an industry, if that is short-term life or reinsurance, has been very focused on product lines and products per se. We now want to think about our industry as we think about solutions for clients. And Simon and I were talking earlier about this. We are traditional in our thinking in many respects. If you have a mining client, you traditionally think about property or business interruption. You think about, theft of precious metals. What you don't necessarily think about is cyber risk. Mechanized mines around the world now rely on computer-generated outcomes which support their businesses. So what we are going to do is give you the opportunity to think about a retail environment. We're thinking about solutions for our clients. We're thinking about our business. How do we effectively help our client grow? Because inevitably, as our clients grow and our clients support us, we as businesses are able to succeed. So I wish every one of you the best. I think Simon's going to take you through the semantics of today's task. But good luck with everything, and I trust you'll all support each other, and this will be something worth thinking about for the future. Congrats.
Now, I know I don't really need to remind you that the length of your stay here with us is directly proportional to how much you impress us or fail to impress us. So I'd really like you to take things seriously, right from the start. Today's contest will see one of you walking away 10,000 Rand richer. You'll be split into groups, and today's teams are Jillian, Mitesh, Ditebogo, and Kishan. And team 2 is Colin, Palesa, Reese, and Jake. And we'll call you back in to do your presentations in a short while. You're dismissed. Being a judge on The Apprentice has really exposed me, certainly, to many different personalities over the last couple of years. And I think I'm getting to the point now, well, I hope, where I can spot the winner quite early on, but you never know. But what we're really looking for is an ambassador. You know, somebody who can, they're going to be going to London, they're going to be going to Lloyd's, the winner, and you'd like somebody who can really represent South Africa well, and do our industry proud.
I think what we should do is they've got 2,000 employees. 2,500 employees.
Across the country.
So we should firstly look at the scheme that we can put in place for their personal insurance.
Which means
Our dynamics in our team is very good. We've got a strong team, Jake, and we've got Palesa, and we have Reese. Reese is a broker, so this is a broker-orientated task.
Is there anything else that we might have missed besides a liability that's a gap, a huge gap? I think Colin is a very good team player. I think Colin is very, very competitive, and I feel that he could be one of my challenges going forward.
The cover basically
started.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the effective date.
So
of the
any
policy.
claims that arise out of this, they are
From 2004.
100%. It's a very interesting mix. We've got within my team itself, the 4 people are all from very different backgrounds and do very different things. So it's actually quite a strong team because we can leverage off each other in terms of what everybody's skill set is.
BI arising out of cyber liability, cyber extortion, digital media liability.
I think the stronger player is Kishan. He's got a great sense of what is technical and industry knowledge.
You want to go on to
Hi everyone, how are you doing?
Well, and you?
All right, you've got just under 30 minutes to go, hey?
That's it.
Are you ready?
We are.
Okay, we're waiting for you. You need to start wrapping up and make sure that you're ready for the presentation, okay?
Thank you.
Right. Jake, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm the weaker link in my team due to my lack of experience when compared to the rest of my team. I'm a bit younger, less time in the industry, and my experience is focused primarily on personal lines.
Are we going to need, what's this cover again for creditors?
Trade credit. Trade credit. Absolutely right. Let's put it down.
Yeah. Jake is a bit quiet while the 3 of us are trying to put everything and contribute onto the task, trying to focus on the task, what needs to be done.
So we've got group personal accident, travel, and credit solutions that we can upsell. So even 3 is enough. I think 3 is enough.
Let's go through the list of the solution summary and see what can be incorporated, what's relevant to this client. In terms of a leading role in the team, I think myself and Jillian had to take up that role today.
How far did you get with this, Jillian?
What do you mean? The printing?
Yeah.
I was pushing print, but I couldn't go into the room because they were busy in the room.
Do you guys not see the value in us actually handing over a document to the judges?
We are going to hand over a document.
I do.
I believe that my strength is in the actual engagement. So in preparing the tasks, there will always be tasks where one or perhaps more than one person would house the technical knowledge for it. It just so happened that today that person was Kishan.
Okay, everyone, time is up. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, see you shortly.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to the team cohesion because I'm also wanting to see that they're not working as individuals, they're working as a team. I'm not aware of which one is a leader within the different teams, but I've already identified quite a few guys that I believe can lead the team. They bring the teams together. So I'm watching with interest who's going to be taking over and ensuring that there's that cohesion within the team.
Welcome back, team. I trust you've used the time that you were allocated wisely. We're just going to jump straight into the discussion. Do you have a leader in your group?
We've all added inputs, but I would say in terms of structure, we've definitely taken the leadership from Kishan, I would say.
Okay. Kishan, do you want to start us off?
Sure. What I'll do is, Mitesh had just spoken about the task and he had an intro that he wanted to discuss before we
Go for it.
proceed.
Hi guys, as you know, we've recently won the ABC Traders account. We're really excited to engage with this account and to transcend our market proposition and value proposition to this client. We've conducted a customer needs analysis, and we believe that we've identified a handful of gaps in the client's current cover, as well as potential cross-selling opportunities, where the ultimate result would be increasing our revenue streams, as well as increasing the revenue streams of the client.
Okay.
So we had a chance to look at the client's current portfolio. We conducted the needs analysis and tried to identify glaring gaps in the client's portfolio. As a broker, we want to make sure we plug all those gaps, and that's where we can create value for the client, and that's where we can show the value that we can charge for. Going through the client's current portfolio, one of the things that stood out was that they didn't have a public liability program, a general public liability program. Being a retailer, they have a multitude of customers walking in.
Did you guys work on this together?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
are you guys going to be contributing to the conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
So just to add on to the gap that we've picked out, this particular client has buyers, sales staff, and additional cover that we could give them is a group travel policy. So travel policy that covers their sales staff, Aon Protect Travel, is a great offering for the client.
We also looked at ways that we could cross-sell in order to maximize revenue, of course, for the company as well. While we were given a snapshot of what their summary of insurance is, we weren't privy to what they have currently in terms of any employee benefits or offerings along those lines. And I mean, to add to what Tetibogo was saying, I think it goes without saying that that an employee will remain loyal to their employer should they feel valued.
Product was not be food poisoning, maybe some kind of defect. Have you thought about that? Would you be dealing with that? Is there an insurance policy that you could suggest we could market?
Simon, if I could jump in there. So just to close the loop on that aspect of it. So I believe that we could look at offering the client a crisis and reputational management policy, and perhaps even I think we're leaning towards a social media liability policy. So as you rightfully said, we've seen things take off Twitter, Facebook, etc., and to guide our client of how to react, when to react, and what action needs to be taken should something end up on social media or reach the public in another way.
How much are you going to make for us as Aon with all these offerings to the client?
Sure. So I'll start and Kishan can dovetail off. So we're comfortable that for the new program that we've put together and the services that we offered and to service the policy going forward, that we're comfortable to ask for an increase in fee from 500,000 to 800,000.
Guys, I think you're dreaming. Seriously, you want us to go in to see our new client, ask for a 60% increase in fees. We're not going to get this unless we can go into that business with a solution that helps them generate extra income. And I don't think you've dealt with that. Anyway, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You're dismissed.
Thank you.
Okay, well let's chat to the next group and see how they do. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, judges.
Hi.
Thank you for having us back. As a team, we've analyzed the renewal document for our new client, and we have identified gaps in the renewal. We've also identified risks that we feel could potentially impact our client's business massively. And we've also put together a list of opportunities which we feel can add to our revenue growth. Retailers in South Africa, especially our new clients, faces an array of risks. And if we look at the liabilities, what we recommend is a broad form liability policy, which will firstly cover our client for general public liability, for damages that he is legally liable to pay in a court of law, following injury or damage to property or people.
We have identified a few gaps under the credit solutions that we believe are very essential, since our retailer has about 200,000 active credit accounts and about 1.2 million cash buyers. One of the two solutions that we came up with that we believe the client needs, it's the trade credit, which will then cover the non-payment of the commercial debt, which will help ensure that invoices will be paid and allows the company to reliably manage the commercial and political risk of trade that are beyond their control.
With regards to the stock throughput, we identified that the client's currently got 750,000 Rand goods and transit cover on the assets or risk policy as an extension on the policy. We believe there's an opportunity to get the business of the import and take away any gaps in cover. So currently we believe that they've got the Incoterms are CIF to the port, and once it's at the port it is offloaded and waiting for the transporter to come and collect it, and there's a gap in cover there. The client is currently paying for that insurance up to that point. So if we can insure the client from cradle to grave, from the time it leaves the seller's property till the time it reaches our client's warehouse or shop floor, then we would be saving him on price for import, and we would be able to insure it and gain extra revenue.
Hi, judges. Okay, in order to generate additional revenue, we could offer our client an employee personal line scheme. We are cognizant of the fact that not all of our clients' employees have the same insurance needs, and for this purpose it will be a 3-tier scheme. The first tier will be primarily for the executives of our client's company. This would consist of more valuable vehicles, higher sums insured across the board, and in general lower rates due to the higher sums insured. The second tier would be for management level employees, and the final tier would be for the general staff, which would also include motor only policies, as we are aware that a lot of the staff members only require motor policies.
We want you to think outside of the box. And you're sitting on the edge of the box, and every time I see you getting out, you jump back in again. You keep going back to the insurance product. You keep talking about the limits. You're so close to having the solution here that's going to generate buckets of money for us as a business and is going to make our clients happy because they're going to be generating extra revenue. And I'm afraid it doesn't have anything to do with the traditional lines of business. We accept that that is part of our jobs because we're insurance practitioners.
I think we can offer our clients specialist cover, and we can negotiate with the markets to get the best deal and best solution for our client. So what I recommend is that we look at the biggest exposure, and to answer your question is to make sure that our clients are aware of what's uninsured.
Oh, I feel like shooting myself in the face right now. You're going back there again. Sorry guys, we're out of time. So I appreciate your presentations. Thank you. You're dismissed.
Thank you.
Okay, so Group 2, in my opinion, a little bit stronger than Group 1, but didn't quite push it over the finish line.
No, I think they are on par. It's going to take some consideration to pick a winner.
You think they're as bad as the other group?
I don't think they effectively dealt with the task at hand.
Yeah, even though they didn't, they had a bit of an edge.
They did.
To be honest, they did bring in a bit of a benefit to the client here and there, so they had a bit of an edge. Yeah.
I think part of my challenge with both groups is, throwing ideas without explanations is not really an outcome. It's not. Yeah. It's just listing of products.
I heard this is good. Let me throw it in.
I heard this at another presentation. They must need one.
Yeah.
I also thought that they just seemed completely oblivious to like body language signals, our facial expressions, the literal hint bombs that we're dropping to kind of help them find their way. We didn't really do that with Group 1 because they were completely off the mark. These guys kind of had the solution, but in spite of us throwing all these things out, they just kept steering themselves back again.
Simon, to your point earlier on, I mean, you did mention that they were sticking to what they know best and holding on to the traditional offering to the client.
I am an expert.
So I think they were
yeah.
feeling they needed to stay comfortable in their space rather than just go over the edge and come up with something new.
Okay, you happy?
Very happy, thanks.
Happy.
Okay, let's get them back in here. Welcome back, guys. Some of you have made it through the first day. I have to say that was pretty disappointing from both groups. Some worse than others. So, yeah, let me just hand over to Terence. What did you think about?
So I think when we started the day, when the introductions were made, I think there was one thing that I said to all of you, you made it through a number of elimination rounds to get here. So I automatically assume you're all pretty good at insurance. So to get a lesson in how to place marine insurance or think differently about cyber, I think that's maybe where we missed the point a little bit. Now, absolutely, it answered the brief, very traditional. So you fulfilled an obligation in terms of providing the minimum and the basic. But I do see you as the magnificent eight. You guys made it all this way. So maybe the concern I had through the presentations was really the case of I expected more. I expected you to think more holistically. And when I was doing some of the outtakes with the teams, just looking at what did I hope would come out of the presentations before I saw you present, I think I said to a lot of the guys, I hope I see some real world examples. Because they quite specifically picked retail because it is such a volatile industry at the moment globally. To Simon's point, we have seen retailers that have been around for hundreds of years shut up shop. Yet our solution to supporting our client is to sell him cyber or GPA or employee benefits when they are effectively working in probably one of the most difficult environments they have been in for many of us in a lifetime. So that really is my feedback to you. You are all product specialists. I kind of get it, and you demonstrated that through the presentations, and you're very good at that. So I don't be disappointed by that fact, and please take away from this that you can do so much better by just thinking more holistically.
Yeah, from my side, I just need you to remember, insurance is often a grudge purchase, whether it's for an organization or for individuals. You need to always ensure that when you do put an offering in front of a client, always demonstrate value. What is it in it for me as a client? What value am I going to get out of it? Not how much can I get out of you, Mr. Client. More, what value can I add in your life? And how do I make you more viable given the challenges that your industry may be having or given the gaps that we've identified in your business? So keep that in mind all the time. It's about the client value, which ultimately translates into the earnings for your business. The second thing, just observation around leadership. Remember, when you're operating in a team environment, it's not about you. It's about the team being successful jointly, not about the individual being successful. Okay.
Thanks, Kedi. Yeah, for me, I expected more, and yes, we all acknowledge this is the first task, and you walk in here cold, not really knowing what to expect. But what we're trying to do here is put you in real world situations, and when you go and you see a client or your CEO, as we had to do today, you don't always get second chances or outtakes. The camera doesn't stop so you can regain your composure. You've just got to kind of go through and get the deal done and make an impression. And I expected you guys to be able to do that better today than you did. You are all specialists in different fields. If you think that in this competition, in every task, you are going to find a way to link the task back to your area of expertise that you have in the office. You are going home. It won't work. None of you are experts in everything, and it's highly likely that in some of the tasks, none of you are experts. If you don't know the answers, it's fine. Rely on the team to put together a decent strategy. That's the kind of thing that we want to see. So, in all, from both groups, it was disappointing. We didn't get to what we wanted to. And because of that, there's no winner of the 10,000 Rand cash prize today. We discussed it and we said, what are we going to be doing here if we give that prize out today? We're going to be giving it to the best of a bad lot. And that's also not the kind of message we want to be sending out in our industry. But of course, there has to be a winner of today's task in terms of the groups. So the group that did better than the other group is Group 2.
Our team won the presentation. We got grilled by the judges. I think we were prompted to go in a particular direction and we chose not to, and that's completely our own fault. No, we stayed in our box and we didn't allow them to actually push us in the direction we should have. And we were right there. We actually knew in the back of our minds this is where we should be going, and we didn't do it. So we let ourselves down a little bit, but it was a good learning curve, and I think we'll take that lesson and bring it in tomorrow and come in hot.
As I said, you stretched yourself a little. You were a little bit scared to move away from your traditional lines of business, but you made an effort.
So in terms of the final challenge, it was definitely a very brutal experience. My team didn't win. We were the losing team today. And I don't think any one of us had any expectation, or I think we thought we had expectation of what the challenges were going to be like. We didn't. Only today really showed us what it meant to hit the ground running and to really just get in and get your hands dirty.
We would normally not dismiss somebody on the first day. We like you to kind of ease into things. Okay, well, lucky for you, we're going to stick to the tradition and nobody's going home today. But you guys can't come back here and do this tomorrow. Yeah, you guys are dismissed. Who would I have fired today if we'd let somebody go? It was a close call between two of the contestants, Jake and Reese, and for completely different reasons. I felt that Jake really just allowed himself to disappear into the background. He barely contributed to the discussion, and then with Reese, you know, that sort of wanting to stick to his script in spite of the fact that we kept telling him to stop and tried to guide him in a different direction. You know, he's really going to have to watch that as the competition progresses.
The dynamic for me is always challenging. You know, it's first day. It can be quite daunting learning to work in teams of people you don't necessarily know. Having said that, though, you know, we can't suffer fools, as the saying goes. So we do need each of those contestants to think a bit differently, to be more focused on our clients, to be more focused on delivering, you know, solutions that are beneficial, as opposed to trying to plug a product line or sell something quite specific that is very specific to their own specialism. I think Simon wrapped it up pretty well in the sense that he made it very clear to the contestants that you can't go back to what you know. You've got to actually think differently. So now I'm excited for them. I think it's going to be a challenging week, I think a rewarding week, and we wish them all the best.